What's good, man? I said, what's good, man? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy J Money, and I'm back with another live stream, man. Y'all know what's going on. I'm excited to be back. I always love to get on here and talk to y'all, man. My supporters, my fam, my peoples. Had an all right day, long day, but we can't complain. So I hope you guys had a great day, and one thing with me, I always appreciate, I appreciate my days. I appreciate waking up. I appreciate the little stuff. Being able to smell, taste, see, hear, feel. Those are the things I pray about, you feel what I'm saying? My appreciation to those things. Before we even get to like exterior things, I'm talking about my physical well-being, even my, that's what I appreciate. I appreciate my mental state, my hunger for knowledge, and now, all of that. So I hope you guys, when next time, when you counting your blessings, make sure you counting all of those. You can't look past that. It's it's important to make sure you have appreciation for the things you do have, because a lot of people just try to look at what they don't have, and that's why they have a negative outlook on things. That's why they might stress out. That's why it might cause, certain mental distractions and mishaps. You just got to look at what you got. But that's why, like I said, I don't be on social media. I don't got an Instagram, Facebook. I stay off of those things, those sites. It's distractions. And you shouldn't be comparing your life to nobody else's life anyway. Your life is your life. But another foundational thing, shout out to whoever just came in the live, man. Shout out to you. What's going on? Another foundational thing is to, but when it comes to wanting to do anything in life, and you want to succeed, you want to be great at anything, it all starts at, yikes. So we got a troll on here. I shouldn't even say nothing to you. Well, we got a few people. What's going on, y'all? Sending good vibes from Scotland. Shout out to Scotland, my boy, Mark R. What's going on? Shout out to you for even coming in here saying that. I'm from India. That's what I love about YouTube, man. They send out my live to like people all over, and that's like, when you got that at your hands, people got to be able to acknowledge and appreciate that too. Shout out to India. You feel me? Palak. I hope I said your name right. I wouldn't want to ever disrespect nobody's name. That's I don't think people understand that, man. There was no other time in life previously where people could just get on the internet and just, for the last few years, but recently, this is the easiest time to become financially successful, having a good connection with people and different things like that. You play Free Fire. I'm not sure what that is. What's Free Fire? Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all. Y'all go ahead and like the live stream, subscribe, all of that, man. I hope all of y'all had a great day. Like I said from the beginning, we got more faces in here. I just want to make sure y'all, had a great day. So we got people speaking different languages. This is great. I like that. I'm all about community positivity and people coming together and stuff like that, man. Appreciate the like. Who took that? I don't know who took that like away. But anyway, where was I at? Thank you for the likes, man. Y'all run the likes up. But yeah, I was talking about foundational things. Oh. Before you can even find out what you want to do in life, you should find out who you are. Go within. Because if you try to find out what you want to, you're not who you're going to be tomorrow. That's if you grow throughout the day. That's why I'm always continuously learning. I'm always throughout the day. I used to not be able to, now I can listen to audio books, I can read books, and I can listen to podcasts that's actually teaching me things for hours on at a time. I used to couldn't do that. I would either get distracted or like my head, I ain't gonna lie, my head hurt, or I'm like I get burnt out from so much intake at one time. But now I've been learning to love the process of growing, and that's what we got to do. We got to learn to love the process and not always want to get to that end result. The end result will get you. You will get there, I promise you. But you got to fall in love with the process, because if you don't love the process, you won't be in the process long enough to reach the end result. The end result can come at any point too. It could be tomorrow, it could be the day after. You just got to keep grinding, and you got to grow every single day. And that's why I say, like I said, that's why you don't want to try and figure out what you like. I want to try to figure out what you like before you know who you are. Go within. Try to learn more. Try to experience more. I think a big mistake. Let me see. Do you play Free Fire? I'm not sure what Free Fire is. Clap cheeks is a sucker. Yeah. Hey, I'm just reading the comments. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments. What was I saying? Yeah, you don't want to try. You want to go within first. Figure out what you really like. What are you passionate about? Do you know what you're passionate about? A lot of people, can't. Even I didn't know what to do with social media for a while. I was trying to find myself with social media. But this is the new, this is the new wave content. This is where it's at. And it can get you to many different avenues. So I've been, learning how to communicate better. Are you a good communicator? Can you communicate? You need to work on that, because that's a top thing in a lot of industries. That can make you a lot of money. A lot of people communicate. Think about the streamers. They got streamers, all type of people making all type of money in communication. Millions of dollars. Motivational speakers. People that write books. You hear what I'm saying? There's a lot of different avenues that you can take when you can communicate. Sales. You can sell anything. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know why he has a Diddy picture. I don't know. I don't really, But you guys are crazy in the comments, man. Y'all make sure y'all like the stream. Like the stream. Let me see. Y'all getting me sidetracked. That's why I can't be looking at the comments. Some of the comments, anyway. Wow, y'all got me off track. You just want to make sure you do something that's going to elevate you every day. Your algorithm, just because your algorithm is a certain thing, also, that does not mean you need to be doing what your algorithm is. If you want to do content, if you want to get into that lane, you don't need to necessarily do like if you watch pranks, that you don't necessarily need to do pranks. You feel what I'm saying? That's another big thing that just came to my mind. If, whatever lane that you want to do, as far as if you want to do content, stay in that one lane. Don't try to do pranks, reactions, not at first, because YouTube even said it. I've looked into YouTube. The creators of it, they want you to stay in one lane so they can help you find your algorithm, put you in the algorithm of people that actually want to see your content. You feel what I'm saying? You want to stay in one lane for the long run. They really They really want you to make another channel if you're gonna do something different. I never understood that, but now looking back, I've heard other, like DDG. I know he's made different channels. He really kind of does the same thing on every channel. I'm not gonna lie. But there's other people that make other channels and they do different things. They got a family channel, they got their personal channel, they got their prank channel, they got different channels, reaction channel. Because if you want to do cooking one day, you want to do reaction one day, you want to do a vlog one day, your views are gonna be different on each video. The cooking might be what's really where you're, the cooking might really be where you're at. That might really be what you need to be doing. It might be your passion, and you might want to dabble into other things. And that might be what gets you the most views. And you trying to vlog and this and that. Stay with the cooking. The cooking is going to continue to grow. I've heard a YouTuber say one time, when you first get started, make a different type of video every day, right? For 7 days out the week, make a different type of video every day. Do that for like 2 weeks, and they said whichever video type gets the most likes or the most views, stick with that. But I wouldn't even tell you to do that. I would tell you to find out what you're passionate about, whatever you like. You can record anything, and people are gonna watch it. I just was watching some video. Somebody was talking about how they got, they got people unboxing electronics that gets millions of views. What's up, Zerks? They got people unboxing what do you call it, electronics. They got the kids channels. You know how they you know what I'm talking about, the kids channels where they got the lady, I forgot what her name is, Miss something. And she's going viral right now. The kids like watching her and stuff like that. Anything, they got mukbangs, any type of content that you want to do, car videos, vlogs. You could talk about the piano. You can play instruments. That's the thing with content. Don't be closed-minded. Don't try to do what works for somebody else. Find out what's good for you, what you actually like to do. But figure out what you like to do and also what other people like to see. But pretty much, to be honest, when it comes to content, there's not much. I don't know who Kane Bailey is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But also, like I said, make videos that other people want to see, but you got to be passionate about it too. There's a network, or there's a community, there's an audience for every single form of content though. There's an audience. Just stay in your lane of content creation. It's the same thing with sales also. Or, any type of, anything like that. I appreciate the likes, man. Y'all showing love, man. Continue to like the stream up. I like when I get a like up there, man. I appreciate that. Let me see. Yeah, communication. It's important to get your communication up, like I said. As an example, jobs that deal with coming in contact with people make some of the most money. And targeting, marketing and different things like that. Things that communicate something to people that, or just physically being around people. Like, something that's solving a problem too at that. A problem solver. You want to be a problem solver. That's where the most money is at in business. For instance, like, I remember I used to work for this taxi company. That's dealing with people, and the experience you give a person, they used to give me more money. I used to be a driver. I wasn't the owner of the company, but I still knew the company had to be making money, and I was making all right money. I'm dealing with people. I'm having, experiences with people. I remember I had somebody tip me like $40 before. People are ready to give money up, man. People are always, You just gotta have, if you have a solution to somebody's problem, like that person's problem, whoever is paying for a taxi, their problem is they need a ride, right? And you know, that's the solution. So you need to think when it comes to business, think of solution based to help somebody else. Don't start a business that you want to do per se. Start a business that's gonna help a bunch of other people. That's why it's important. Let me see. What do you do? I make YouTube videos. I'm a YouTuber, man. I call myself I'm a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I do work some too. I got a floor business, strip and wax. You feel me? Yeah, it's all about talking. And then as an entrepreneur, talking is what's gonna get you. Talking is what's gonna get you business. That's what's gonna get you contracts. That's what's gonna get you connections. Other than work, your work itself. Somebody that can talk but does work at a lower level can get more work than somebody that doesn't know how to talk and does great in their field of work. Believe it or not, because you can build a connection with the owner, the store owner, or whoever you're working with, and off the strength of, okay, you know how to do the job and you're also a good talker, you can get your foot in the door. But if somebody's not a good talker and you can't express to somebody how your solution is the best or your product is the best, then they might not want to deal with you. You ever been to Connecticut? I've never been to Connecticut. Not yet. I will. I can see myself going. It's actually been in the talks. You know, I've been having talks about going there a while back. Excuse me. But yeah, what do? I love, like I said, I love to learn. I'm been learning more and more every day about business, how to do business, building connections with people more and more, becoming a better communicator. Just opening my mind to more things. Don't be closed-minded. Whatever success is to you is reachable, very reachable. You just don't know what your resources are. That's another thing. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. You understand me? Building relationships is, Angelo said, building relationships is key to business and coming through for your clients. That is true. That is true. You do got to answer on that promise, but if somebody doesn't know how to communicate how well of a job they can do or how well their product is, you're not even going to get the sale, or you're not even going to get the chance to show somebody how well you can go through. What do I watch on YouTube? Exactly. I watch finance stuff. Well, not really finance. I watch mainly things about communication, becoming a better communicator, leadership. I listen to audio books off YouTube. Strategy, just trying to get my strategy, learning about strategy, different personal building, traits and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more tools for my toolbox. That's what everybody needs to do, I feel like. But like I said, just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. The person next to you can see something you don't see. For example, let me see. For example, I had a real good example earlier and I forgot, but I'm gonna just use driving for example. If somebody doesn't know how to drive, right? And somebody does know how to drive, the person that doesn't know how to drive thinks it's hard. That's not really that don't really go along with the not seeing, but it does kind of, because it's like, if you don't know, it's something that's something that you've never been taught. You wouldn't even know where to start when it comes to driving. But somebody that's already done it, it's cake to them. It's very easy. It's just like walking, just about. Same thing with riding a bike. Anything that you don't get into, you're gonna think it's hard. That's why you just gotta get into it. You gotta try it and learn about it. Look into it. Anything that you want to do. Nothing is hard. It's just, that's why you gotta reprogram your mindset. It's your mindset. You think it's hard. Anything that you had to learn for the first time, you thought was hard, correct? I bet you did. You thought it was hard. Like I said, as a kid, you think riding a bike is hard. Then you get it. It's easy. You might fall a couple times. And then when you get good at riding a bike, you're like, how did I fall? You feel me? It's like it's like second nature. That's just like playing the piano for some people. I'm not there yet. I'm training. I'm in training. This is like day 3. All right. I'm gonna come on here one day and I'm gonna be playing the piano for y'all. All right. I'm promise y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all subscribe and everything. Notification bell on. Y'all gonna see me playing the piano one day because I'm going to learn. Some of the stuff is a little. I'm not gonna say it's challenging. That's not even the word I'm gonna use out of my mouth because I already know some things like quick. I've already learned a couple things quick that stuck with me already. Angelo said, yep, if you can verbally explain to a client and reassure them that your product or service will be more quality than someone else, then they will go with you. Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly it right there. But if you can't express that, and you might have better work than the next person, but if you can't express that, then there's no business. You won't get that business opportunity. You won't get that job. That's the thing. That's why communication is very important. And just on a day-to-day basis, I like talking to people. I don't know. Something about that. Being good with that. Working on your awareness, self-awareness, aware of the things and people around you. Having empathy, understanding other people's mindset, putting yourself in their shoes, are also all great things to have. Because like I said, if you know yourself better, you'll understand other people. They say treat people how you want to. Treat people how you want to be treated. That's from the beginning of the time. I know we've all heard that as kids, and that's how it is. What happens if you have a girlfriend she's bullying you? I don't know. It sounds like you might not need to be in that relationship because the relationship is already sound like it's to the point to where it just needs to be no more. I wouldn't even say fix it because she's bullying you, like, or if your girlfriend's bullying you, yeah, I don't know. That sounds like because from the jump of a relationship, it needs to be established. The respect needs to be established, and many other things need to be established. It needs to be, an understanding that that's not gonna happen ever. That certain things just won't happen, and certain things will have to happen for this relationship to work. So, yeah, for that to be happening in your relationship, it's kind of hard. It's not really hard based on like if somebody wants to change, they'll change. So it's not hard. You actually could come from under that, but if that person don't want to change, the person that you're dealing with, then the relationship is pretty much done. You can change all that you want, but if the other person doesn't want to change who they are and the stuff that they do, then that's not gonna work. Angelo said, definitely a muscle that needs to be exercised daily. Sometimes that's the most difficult part, is verbally expressing a topic to a client that they can reciprocate. I'm in the environmental consulting field. Interesting. That's great. Yeah. It's definitely a muscle that it does need to be exercised. Anything that you don't use goes to waste and it deteriorates. So just as you can build physical, strong, big muscles, you can work your mind, work your brain. I can't express it enough, like how well your thinking process is different. You change. The more that you learn, you change because you got information in your mind with facts to back it, so your thought process has better thoughts and better ideas backed by factual evidence, to where you can make better decisions. You hear what I'm saying? Better decision making is to be made. You can strategically think. That's why I also say play chess too. Learn chess. It's good to learn chess. That's a good game for patience, making strategic moves, and thinking. Because you got to think about what your opponent's doing. You got to think about the next move they're going to make. You got to think about what the next move you're going to make. You got to be able to read the board, look at what's going on, and try not to miss anything. It's a great game. And it's not hard to play at all. It's not hard to learn. Sometimes people don't even try things, and they just say it's hard. They just assume that it's hard. I know too many people that's probably never tried to play chess, and they just say, "Nah, I don't know how to play. That's a hard game. You never tried it." Sometimes you gotta try. Even if you don't have the most experience, you don't have the most knowledge on something, because you don't get experience unless you get hands-on and you try it. If you don't have enough knowledge or resources, you don't, quote unquote, you don't think you have enough resources, get started with something, because as you get that experience, you'll figure out better moves to make, changes to make. You don't know what changes to make before you even get started. You get into it, try it, you'll figure out what works, what doesn't. That's what analytics is all about too. That's when it comes to business and different things like that, and just whatever you want to get into. Like I said, shout out to Angelo. Shout out to Angelo. Angelo knows what's going on. And what happens if your stepsister is married? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do have a girlfriend. Yeah, but like I said, I always encourage everybody to learn an instrument. Learn how to do something that you don't know how to do. Try to do that every day, or learn a new word, learn something every single day. That's just about it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. Nah, I'm just playing with y'all, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all all night, man. It's always a pleasure to get on here with all of you guys and talk to you guys. It really truly is, and to get all the support that I get every time. We had 8 likes, and I know, man, we had a lot of people get on here. I love it, man, and it's gonna be more. I know after I post it, more people that watch, run us back and stuff like that. I'm gonna always be on here again. Y'all know how it is. Like I said, I had a lot going on for the past couple of days, man. I can't not get on here with you guys. I need to drink some water. My throat getting dry. A lot going on, man. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, like I said, all the support, everything. Everybody that got on here and commented to and talked to me, gave responses. Everybody that engaged, everybody that liked, everybody that viewed. Thank you. All of that is contributions, you know what I mean, to the community in which the money mob is building. You feel what I'm saying? I hope everybody subscribe. Everybody go ahead and subscribe. That like button. I'm going to catch on the next one, man. Y'all know what we do, man. Pushing positivity, personal growth, everything that's great for the well-being of us people, man. We should be growing every day, man. Our body is growing every day. We're aging every day. Our mind should be growing every day and expanding on our wisdom. We want to leave something to our kids. You want to leave the knowledge that you have along with the wealth. because that's a part of the wealth. If you give them the money without the knowledge, what is that gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm getting at. But that's it, man. And that's what I like. I said that's my why. That's another why reason for why I do what I do. So that my babies can have, you know, imagine, like I said, as I explained to y'all before, like my father, him giving me the game of the stuff that he has an understanding of, I take that. All the information you get from my elder, my father is 60 years old. Him giving me all the information, all the useful information that he had at 60 years old. Now I have a 60-year-old experience of knowledge in a certain area at a younger age, and all I can do is go out in the world and build on top of that. So what does that mean? You know what I mean? It's generational knowledge, generational wealth. That's what we trying to do. That's what we pushing, man. And stay healthy too, man. Eat better, stuff like that, man. I feel like I'm just rambling, but you know that's all this channel is about, though. Pushing value in any type of way, things that make you think and make you want to go do better. That's all I'm trying to get you guys to do. That's all I strive to do every day. You feel what I'm saying? So, other than that, man, like I said, I'm going to catch you on the next one. You know it's going to be a next one. Peace.